Hey everyone, welcome to Beach Investing. I'm your host, Andrei, Angelkovski. We're back with Noir Naji. How are you, Noir?
Hey Andrei, how are you?
Excellent. So we're in his after video, the project that he's working on, which you saw last week, and now this is the after video. So Noir, there's a big transformation here. You've got some fantastic numbers to share with our viewers. A quick summary of what you did. You bought the place for $525. It was 2 units, or was it a single family at that time?
It was zoned with the city as single family. We had to go to the city and committee of adjustment to convert to a legal duplex.
Yeah.
So that, we started that process before I took possession by getting authorization from the owner, and then we jumped right on it right after closing, so to expedite the timing.
Okay, so your original budget, what was it? $180,000. And are you on budget?
Yeah, I'll be on budget. Depends on Mike is the contractor. He's behind the. Depends on his last charges, but no, we should be on budget. It'll be 180. It'll be dead on.
Okay, so you converted this into a legal duplex. You went through committee of adjustments. You got it approved. Your original budget for rental income for the main floor and second floor, which is 1 unit. What was the original budget? What were you anticipating?
Yeah, so when I run my numbers, I run conservative, so I ran 25 here, and then I ran 1,000 downstairs for the basement.
Okay.
Again, to be conservative, and I use a little bit higher interest rates as a buffer and do a stress test just to make sure everything will cash flow at the end of the day. So this, when I did my analysis, was 25. We just rented it for 2,780 plus heat plus hydro. And actually those tenants are moving in this weekend, which is the long weekend, Victoria Day weekend.
Wait, can you say that again? What did you rent it for?
2780.
2780 plus utilities?
Plus heat and hydro. That's extra on top, yeah.
Okay.
And we did separate meters, so it keeps things a little bit easier. Each unit has their own, hydro meter.
Okay. And downstairs is renovated, but you haven't found a tenant yet. You actually haven't advertised it yet. So you were anticipating 1,000, but you will likely get 1,200-ish?
I think so, yeah. Just we went for a modern look, so it's exposed brick, same finish as here, which you'll see shortly in the video. Laminate flooring, white walls, the hot light, so it's very modern, clean look.
Okay.
And I think we should be able to, hit the 12 mark plus hydro.
So you'll be cash flowing?
Yes.
All right. So take us through the property, walk us through. You've pretty much done everything from windows to electrical to plumbing to the waste drains, the sewer drains.
Yeah, we pretty much gutted everything right to, I guess, the bones of the property. So here there was a lot of interior walls we took out. Again, like Andrei mentioned, we did new drains downstairs. We did concrete slab lowering, new windows, new doors. Rewired the house to 2 separate meters. We did, modify the plumbing up to code. New furnace, new AC, new roof, new siding. So everything's done. It's basically the whole strategy behind it is buy, forced appreciation through renovations, refinance, and long-term hold for an extended period of time.
All right, let's go. Let's go see it. So first,
here. Yeah, this is again. There were a lot of walls in here. There was a wall this way and a wall this way. So everything's been taken out. It's fully open. Basically what I wanted to create is window to window from back to front to maximize sunlight and create an open concept. So in the front area, you have more of a living area. This section will be a dining table. And then the back end over here is a kitchen. One thing that I've learned with Andrei and other investors is it's critical to have separate ensuite. So back here is a laundry, so it's a stackable washer and dryer for the tenants, which is an added value. And then on the main floor, we put a powder room. So actually here, where the stairs going to the basement, which we closed off, sealed off, and put a powder room. So this way, when visitors come in and there's entertainment, they don't have to use the tenant's bathroom. There's a separate powder room that can be used in this property. Going towards the back, so again, it's all clean, modern, stainless steel, type of appliances. We put a built-in pantry on this side for added storage, which is a big thing that comes up in a lot of Toronto houses is lack of storage. So we did a built-in pantry. towards the back end here where the window is, we actually brought the window up to run the kitchen right below it, so we can create a nice flow in the kitchen space. And that's pretty much it for this living, dining area.
I do want to mention a couple design ideas that I really found eye-catching, and that this is not the typical flat Home Depot sort of door. We got some sort of lines and make nice sort of modern design, which is really neat. Other things that I do want to mention is where you've sort of hidden the electrical panel, which I think is really also creative. So it's hidden away. Really
yeah, this works out really well because we have the plumbing drain coming down, the main plumbing drain. So everything plumbing, and we had enough space to put the panel. So it worked out good with respect to positioning of the panel.
So you have 100 amp here and then 100 amp in the basement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the second floor and see how that is. So now we're on the second floor. This is a 3-bedroom level. When we originally came to this room, it was quite the room. I don't know, there's carpet. It was actually an apartment up here. They had a kitchen in one of the bedrooms, which we'll show you in a minute. So tell us what we did here.
So what we did on the second floor is we took out the kitchen. All the floors have been replaced to laminate flooring. Back here was there were some issues. So we actually opened up the top ceiling wall and side walls, and we had to do some reframing. There was water damage and leakage. So Mike, redid the frame. We sprayed foam, proper insulation, new windows, and everything's done properly. So it's, again, it will be durable for the long term. We added a baseboard heating down at the end just because of the location of the HVAC. But again, this room is, it'll be nice, comfortable, and solid for, long-term usage for the tenants.
So you found issues along the way. This is not a perfect, easy A to Z job. You did find issues, water leaks, wood damage. So, there were surprises. However, you did account for that in your budget for reserve fund, right?
Yeah, I always add a contingency factor. So when I run my numbers, depending on the condition of the house, it could be, 30%, 20%. I've seen 40%, but, usually I add a buffer for that. The other thing that I account for is carrying costs. So when I do my stress test or my analysis, there's a renovation budget, but also there's a carrying cost to pay for the mortgage and utilities when the property is sitting vacant. So I typically run on these type of projects 6 months of carrying costs to pay for heat, hydro, mortgage, insurance, all that stuff that needs to be paid on a regular basis.
Okay.
So moving towards the middle area. So this bathroom was gutted again. It's completely new, redone. Again, just clean modern style, nice tiles. The one thing we added to this here is in-floor heating. So just a nice little touch for the tenants in during the cold winter months. So these little features, in my opinion, make a difference. For a premium type of tenant, which pays premium, rental fee to live here. The middle room, this room in here actually was a kitchen.
Was this one that had a bad smell?
It had some type of smell, I don't know what it had. But there was an L-shaped kitchen here, and it was weird. It was vented through the attic. It was just weird setup. Anyways, it's all gone. There was a gas line here we cut off, and the captain cut off, and it's just a nice clean bedroom, which I think those guys can use as a child bedroom. The new tenants are moving in. Okay. And then they can use the back room as an office. At the front of the house is the master bedroom. So again, this here was all carpeted. We worked it. We had to do some leveling. This was dipping down. I think it was 3 to 4 inches. Mike remembers. So self-leveling, and we flattened out the floor so it's nice and even. And to me, this is the selling feature of the master bedroom, where put in the built-in closet. So again, it's one of those things that tenants want, storage, and it's a big requirement. It's an important requirement for people who are living in the city.
You know what, whenever I show houses to tenants, they ask for closet space, they ask for storage space, and it's very few that have it. Now this is a master bedroom, it's got a good size to it, and for you to get something like this, it actually adds a great deal of value to the tenant. They have a great space for their storage, and you have actually even cabinets here. And you have that,
yeah, that's the vent turner. Yeah. No, all the people who came through liked it. You know, they liked the fact there was additional storage. So yeah, there's a built-in closet here. There's a double door linen closet in the main hallway. There's a double closet in the back room, and then that middle child room, you know, does not have a closet, but we tried to integrate as much storage as possible into the property.
A question for you about this closet. It's custom made.
It is, yeah, because I wanted to go. I mean, if you look here, basically the roof line or the ceiling, it dips to the front of the house, so we just took the highest point and went straight across.
Approximate cost of this purchased and installed?
It was $2,000.
Okay. So $2,000 for a long-term investment that adds great storage for the tenant.
Yep.
Okay, we'll go down to the basement. Okay, so we're heading into the basement. So Noir, tell us a little bit about what you created here.
Sure. So what we did actually, this was just a window here, and what we did is we cut an opening to create a separate entrance for the basement. And the reason is I just wanted two separate entrances or exits for the main unit and the lower unit where the tenants do not, you know, share the same space. So it adds a bit of value. So what we did is we redid the siding here, and we cut that opening to put a new door. And we'll take you downstairs to show you the basement.
All right. Wow, look at this. What a difference.
Yes, it looks completely different. So keeping with the theme that I wanted to maintain upstairs, which is the open concept, modern, clean lines, we continue throughout the basement. So you can see the finishes are pretty much the same with respect to the flooring, the baseboards, the shoe molds, and then as you come around with respect to the kitchen, it's exactly the same finish as we did upstairs. Again, demanding a more professional tenant that is willing to pay a higher rental income. The one thing on on this side is the exposed brick. So when we bought the house a couple months ago, this was all painted like yellow, green, some nasty color. But anyways, it was a bit of a challenge, but we got it done. We sandblasted the whole brick wall just to bring out the brick, and I think it just gives it a nice touch for the basement apartment. Right behind you, as soon as you walk in, is we created a laundry, a stackable laundry unit for the tenant, which is again something people really like.
And you have access to it in case they need to fix anything through this panel?
Yeah, this is a water shutoff, so in case there's a leak, we can just pop the access panel and shut off the water valve so it does not destroy the unit.
Okay.
On this side here is we put an efficient bathroom. You got shower, toilet, a vanity, and then again, similar to the upstairs, I put in heated floor system just for the bathroom, which is a nice touch in the winter months.
Mm-hmm.
And then going across, again, it's open concept. You got the pot light, you have a 6/8 finished ceiling, up to code, resilient channel, fire rated drywall, 5/8 type X, and then you got the rock solid fire and sound. So everything is done up to code. And let's see what else here we want to show. On this side, again, we put two separate meters. So this unit has its own electrical meters and breakers, so the tenants will be paying rent plus hydro, and again it's separately metered. In here is the utility room. So this one we took a lot of effort to compact it up to code, but also make it design it up to code, but then make it as compact as possible, just to open up the living area space. So we have a new furnace, we got a new water tank. Down here at the bottom we put a backflow preventer, which is required because what I did is actually we dug out the floor and we dropped it by 3 inches to add some ceiling height, put new drains, and then we put the backflow preventer. Now the City of Toronto gives a rebate of 80% of the total cost up to $12.50. So whatever the investment is, you submit the paperwork to the city and you get $12.50 back, which is a good incentive for homeowners as well as investors.
And what does that backwater valve do?
In case there's I think it happens mostly in the east end, in the beaches, upper beaches, where you got flooding. This basically prevents the the city sewer line coming back up into the house and then just flooding through the basement in here. So it just shuts off if there's a sewer coming through from the city line back into the property to prevent from the basement flooding.
Okay.
Again, this whole area is fire rated walls, so the ceiling, the side walls, all the way, it's again up to code and inspected, so it's meets all the requirements of the city and building code.
Okay, a question for you.
Sure.
The windows.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about the windows and the code for the windows?
So code is 5% of the square footage. So here, because it's an open concept, it's not actually closed off. Had this been closed off, what I mean by closed off is a wall separating the kitchen and the living area would have had to open up the window. But because this is an open concept, this window and the window by the kitchen on the left side, right behind or on top of the sink, that adds up to 5%, and it was okay per the architect.
Okay. All right, and then let's go see.
Moving right along is we created a separate sleeping quarter, is what I like to call it. So you got the door here to the bedroom. We did a double closet, similar to upstairs in the main unit. And again, I wanted to maximize storage as much as possible in the basement. So we put a double closet for the tenant. They can put their clothes, and then as soon as you come in here, this area is right under the front porch, so we spray foamed the top and the sidewalls to give a proper insulation. And it might look a little bit small, but actually fits a queen size bed. So it's done properly. The one thing I want to note is, if you look straight ahead, that window, that actually was opened up, because that is the second egress point, which is required. You got the front or the back entrance, and then you got this window which pops open and acts as a second egress in case there's a fire or emergency. Let's see what else we did here, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got an open concept, modern style, exposed brick, path lights, high quality finish, and looking to demand some premium rent. Just got the pictures taken last night, and we'll be putting up the listing later.
All right, Noir, so you have this project under the go. You've already rented upstairs.
Yeah, the tenants have moved in over the couple of days ago.
Okay, and you rented it for how much?
So the upstairs we rented for $2,780 plus heat plus hydro.
$2,780 plus heat and hydro.
Yeah, it's $2,780 plus heat and hydro.
All right. And the basement, you just started advertising because you just finished it off. And what are you advertising it for? I'm
going to list it for $1,250 plus hydro, because separate metered. I think we should be able to get it based on the analysis that I've done in the neighborhood. Yeah, $1,250 is a good number for this neighborhood.
Okay, so overall budget when you first started the project was how much?
So the numbers that I ran was $180,000 to renovate, and I ran 6 months of carrying cost. So we took possession February the 5th. Today's May 20th. We've already rented upstairs. We'll list this one here. Overall, we've done it under a shorter timeline as well as under budget. So budget 180, I was just doing my numbers this morning. I should be at 176.5 up to 177 total once I finish off the bookkeeping of all the final invoices. Numbers worked out.
And how long did it take you to do this from A to B?
So we took possession February 5th, today is May 20th, so 3.5 months from taking keys to today. But there was a lot of work done up front when the offer was accepted back in November. So
November happened. I want to point out to the viewers that this type of property exists out there, and not just privately or not just in a non-bidding war. Because when Noir placed the offer, there was 6 offers.
Yeah, there were 6 offers that night. We were the only ones at the office doing the offer. There was another person. So there were 2 of us at the office, and I think there was a bunch of them through fax and phone calls. But there were 6 offers in total. Obviously this was listed for I think it was $489. We got it at $525. So even in a multiple offer situation, understanding the value of the property once it's finished and the potential rent, the numbers do make sense, and I would do this over and over and over. If there's another property
on the market, I would do this no questions asked.
And there are, and I wanted to point out to the viewers that when you are looking for properties, it's just a matter of being able to see the potential and the after repair value and the potential rents that you can get, because this property is cash flowing very well.
Yeah, it's very strong, and I think I mentioned when I was upstairs, I ran my numbers at 25 and anywhere from I think 1,000 to 1,100 for the basement, so we're above those numbers. I run conservative numbers. I put 10% for vacancy, total, 5% for vacancy, and then 5% repairs and maintenance to build a reserve fund. But yeah, I mean, these properties do exist, multiple offer situation. I think the key is understanding the potential rent and working with a good real estate agent who understands the finished value of a property in that area. It makes a big difference.
Okay, so there is a little gap now. The gap is a lot of people do not have the time or expertise or knowledge to do what you've done here, and you've done several times in the past. So you have, you've built up a lot of experience, and you're able to create a property, a very lucrative, profitable property in a very short period of time in a very good budget. So the people who don't have the time for this, the people that don't know how to find this, what sort of advice do you offer them?
So one thing that I've noticed over time, over the years, just Andrei and I working together, and based on my client's experience and his clients, is there's a gap where people, find or look for properties but not sure how to do it. So one thing that I've started to do is offer to my clients and our clients is project management services. To once they find the property, I can come in, project manage it from A to Z, bring in all the trades, underpinners, whatever trades are required, HVAC, electrical, plumber, all that good stuff, and then just get it done on time and provide a turnkey investment property for them to list it and start renting and start getting the cash flow. Because in reality, most people are not self-employed, but majority are tied up 9 to 5 at their jobs, and obviously they have family responsibilities after work on the weekend. So I found that there's an opportunity or something that I can provide back as an added value to our clients.
So in other words, someone wants to buy a rental property, they want to have something that you've created, something similar to this, but they don't have the time. So basically you can take them from A to Z, and at the end, give them the keys, you're well on your way to a profitable property.
Yeah, exactly. Just providing a turnkey investment property, and basically something like this, you'd buy it in a decrepit type of condition, and then I provide it to you in this type of condition where it's ready to be rented at premium rent.
Excellent. So thank you and congratulations on the success that you've made, and I look forward to many more.
Thanks, Andrei.
All right, all the best.
Take care.
Thanks, you too.